What is up?
Hello.
You.
Hello. Did that
guys.
down seem longer than
Yeah.
usual?
It did, didn't it?
Why did it feel so long?
I don't know. Maybe because you're so tired.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. What's up, everybody? Hi, Charlie.
Charlie's in there?
PA Relic Owners, Nancy. Nancy, I have your envelope from last week or the week before to send to you. I got it all ready to go. I just need to throw it in the mail tomorrow. So you should have that. Mental defect. Aloha, Mike. Do you know who that is?
Aloha.
Let's see here. Who else we got in here? Anthony's in there. What up, Anthony? What up? Mark, the Berg Hunter. Who else? Do you guys see anybody else?
Buttons over there, I think.
Bobby
What'd you say?
Pastor.
Bobby. He went out.
Bobby.
Did he go out today with someone?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I saw they got a couple goodies.
Ambient girl said you scare the guest away. No, he's hitting buttons over there. Stop hitting buttons.
Who?
Our guest disappeared. Didn't even know he was gone.
That's okay. He's like, I'm out of here. Southwest Florida treasure detecting. What's up? Hello. Hello. Who else we got in there? Anybody else you guys see? DF Digger I saw was
DF was one of the first ones in there.
hanging out.
Mark
That's
Thomas, Mark the Bird Hunter.
Oh, is Mark Thomas in there? I didn't see him yet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, Marcus. What's going on? Well, how are you guys today?
Hanging in
Not
there.
too shabby.
That's
Anybody got
good.
the Friday off tomorrow or next week or next day?
What,
What is it,
tomorrow?
Juneteenth or whatever it is.
Oh.
Mm.
Uh,
We don't get off for Juneteenth.
No, it is my 1-year anniversary this weekend, so I am not going to be metal detecting.
Hey, grounded.
Mark,
Yeah. I will be spending time with the honey buns.
Yeah, she
Hey,
said,
Paul.
don't you even
Yeah.
think about it.
Nah, I didn't even I wouldn't even, no way. Tyler, what's up, man?
Hey.
Haven't seen you in forever, man. I hope you're
Yeah.
doing well. Team Lynch Beach Metal Detectors, what's up? Yeah. Let's see, who else is in there? Paul, you changed your little avatar there. That's nice. North Jersey Detector, what up? Hello. Yeah, today we have Jolt. Dig Until You Die.
Did you said it right?
Did I get it?
Yeah.
I had to say.
Very good. I appreciate it.
I had to preface the live stream before and just say, hey.
So just so you
Right.
all know, I hunted with him on Saturday, and I didn't say his name once because I couldn't pronounce the damn thing. I spent 8 hours with the guy. I never called him by his name.
That's okay. As long as you guys found some cool
He didn't
stuff.
say anything, so I thought we were good.
I thought my name was Pay or Yo. You know?
Oh man,
That's funny.
I remember sending out his Ultimate Finds box, and I was like, how do you pronounce that?
yeah. Did you fill it up this weekend, Jolt?
No, I didn't really do well. I think Joe beat me this weekend.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know, that's the way it goes. Sometimes you kill it. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
believe
That's
me,
true.
we know that. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
No, I've been very lucky over the last year and a half with permissions and things like that. I mean, the fines we pulled out, it's just, you know, it's staggering. You know, I have people tell me, because, you know, I've been digging, 35 years or whatever, and I never got that before. I'm like, it's just the way it goes. You know, what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah, it's just coming across it, putting your coil over whatever it is. You know?
That's it.
How long have you been detecting?
Actually, I think this is my 4th year, really.
Nice.
Only.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I got into it, I was always interested in it, but I got into it, like a few years ago. And, it progressed, from there. And then, how it goes. I have a philosophy. If you're going to do it 100% or don't do it at all. And so, it's one of those things. And, I've been into it. And I've been, like I said, I've been lucky with permissions, and I just persistent with the same places I go to all the time. And I was telling Joe, that I have these woods across the street from my mom's house in Connecticut. And I grew up in that, in that house. and we used to go out there and go fishing. There's a reservoir and whatever, but there was these foundations.
Mhm.
Never thought too much about. I'm like, well, I'm metal detecting now. I might as well go out there, and one find after another, and I still find something every time I go out there. It's literally a walk across the street. So, even if you don't find anything, the saying, you got out in the woods, you got out with something, you kind of clicked out a little bit, and that makes the day.
Yeah,
the
little did you
convenience
know,
factor.
right across the street. it had
Yeah,
that
it's
much history.
great. It's great. I can just finish work up because I work remotely. I'm at my mom's a couple of days a week to take care of her, and I just pop across the street and get out.
Can't ask for much more, honestly.
No.
At that point. As long as they keep producing, you're good.
That's it. Hey, something.
That's
So
it.
yeah.
What's the best find you pulled out from across the street?
I tell you, I've gotten King George's out of there, coppers, large cents,
Yeah.
a Merc, a couple Mercs, lots of relics, all kinds of, iron relics,
Mhm.
I don't know how many ox shoes and horseshoes, axe heads, some interesting stuff. I got this lion head. I'm not 100% sure. It's about 2 inches in diameter. It's on my Instagram page, and I think it was a British naval buckle, like half of it.
That's
pretty
I'm
cool.
not
That is
100%,
really cool.
but it looks just like the half of the buckle that comes together. It was lion on each side, so that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So I mean, I you just never know what you come across there.
No, that's awesome.
The head you sent me last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you say?
It was a treat.
Oh, the tree with the
Oh God.
the mannequin head.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, that's
I
my
know.
buddy.
I'm trying to find the how far back is it, Jolt? Pretty far.
It starts right in the backyards of the neighbors across the street. The old road used to run parallel to the modern road where my mom's house is,
Mhm.
and the foundations are literally at the end of the properties of the houses behind. So I mean, there's a couple out there, and you can go farther. I found some knee buckles and shoe buckle, parts, remnants out farther. So this whole area was just a farm, and it goes way back into the 1600s. One of the early settlers, I believe it was Ives, and they settled that area in the 1630s or something like that. So there's a lot of history, and I've come across over the years, gravestones out there. There's a
Jeez.
stream that runs from the reservoir out to one of the rivers, which is very close. That also, when I was a kid, we stumbled across gravestones in the stream. So I want to go back to that.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you never know. That's awesome.
No,
Oops, sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say, have you found any Native American relics over there?
no, I haven't. I actually did find an arrowhead here at one of my permissions up here closer. I go between, my mom's house and New Milford, Connecticut, which is closer to Joe. And one of my properties, I actually got an arrowhead there, but that was my first. And I could tell you about this permission. I told Joe about it the other day, and it was, this is one of those dream permissions. So
Mhm.
That's awesome. Yeah, we haven't stumbled across anything Native American
no,
that I can recall.
at least I
probably
didn't
stepped
recognize
over
it,
in the-
if I saw it.
Right.
Well,
right.
that's the thing. Yeah, we've probably walked over a ton of stuff and
Oh, I'm
not
sure.
realized that it was actually Native American.
You just chuck a rock or something out of a hole, and it could be flint, it could be, spearhead. You just didn't
Yeah.
look at it. It's covered in dirt, and
You're
you're
just
looking for
chucking
the whatever.
to pull out a piece of iron, you're throwing the Native
Exactly.
a square nail.
As
With,
I was teaching before, man, you got to have that eye for that stuff.
mhm.
Yeah.
You do. You do.
I've picked up plenty of rocks, but none of them were ever actually anything of an importance.
Joe, I think I told you that field we went to on Saturday. The owner has picked up arrowheads out there before over the years. Once it washes down, and so there's a
cool.
possibility.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you found some. I'm just looking through your Instagram. You found some pretty amazing stuff, though.
Yeah.
line
throughout
really
in the last 4 years. Kind of like you said. Some guys have said, I've been hunting for 30, 40 years and never found any of that stuff. But there's some really, really cool stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell
Well,
me.
you did some hunt over in Hungary too, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, before all this craziness started, I went home for about a month back to Hungary, and went on an organized dig out in. There's a place where there was a huge battle between the Hungarian forces and the Turks.
Mm.
So the archaeologists wanted to determine if this particular field did actually have a battle there. It was somewhat documented, but obviously after that many years, it's vague. So we all went out and detected this area, very big field, extremely hot day. It couldn't be determined that there was actual battle there, but we did end up pulling Celtic stuff out, Celtic coins, Roman stuff. I found a part of a fibula there.
Wow.
They pulled, like I said, Celtic coins out of it, all kinds of relics, and it was great. It was really good. And then I hit a private spot in the village it's called Visegrad in Budapest. It's along the Danube. It's a very big castle, a very historic area.
Here's some of the Romans. It looks like.
Yeah, I didn't find these. These were gifts to me. But that's what they were pulling out. Yeah, these were from my cousin.
Those are beautiful coins,
awesome.
though.
Yep. So I did dig a medieval crossbow bolt tip, and a couple of older coins.
Oh, I did see those. Yeah.
Musket ball, with the sprue still on it. So some older stuff. It was very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. What years were? Well, I guess Roman. You were all the way back.
It goes pre-Roman. Yeah.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yep.
Here's some of those. I'll share this. Hold on, let me share this here. So is this what you were talking about here, Schultz? He's pulling it up.
Actually, those were gifts that.
Five, man.
The arrow point on the right is Scythian. So that goes way back. The bolt you'll see, it's like a piece of raw iron. It almost looks like it. It's probably in there somewhere.
Now, did you know that's what it was when you found it?
I assumed it because of the location where I was, and then I showed it to the local archaeologist expert in the village, and he said, "Yeah, no, that's definitely medieval crossbow tip bolt."
That's so cool.
Yeah,
crazy.
Are the laws in Hungary the same as in England with the antiquities and stuff like that?
Yes, and it might even be more. I was on private property, and the dig we went to was organized. So, yeah, you have to be affiliated with a museum in order to get permissions that are not private property. So, you can, if you work with the museum, they can hook you up where, they trust you and they know you're going to come to them. There it is right there. Yep.
Yep.
You're not going to go to the black market with the stuff and, and sell it. And so,
That's
awesome. It's not as easy as here. It's just ask somebody and I go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Now, was it people you knew that you linked up with the organized hunt, or was it hard to find people out there to detect with?
There's, I hooked up, I just looked up the local shop, not local shop, but like the bigger shop. And they're the ones that organize it. And I kind of just researched it. I called them up, talked to them and said, yeah, no, come on down, and I met a bunch of people. They were from all over Europe. So it was really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if one of us were to dig that, we put it in our bag and throw it in a can for the garbage.
Probably. you thought it was like a fence tip or something, right?
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty cool. I've seen you going through here. I've seen you dug like quite a few, or at least 2 Jersey coppers going through all your finds too. Have you found? I'm assuming you found a Connecticut as well. Yeah.
Many Connecticut's on that permission I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
We pulled, I think, almost 60 coppers out of this one permission. From regular King George's 1, 2, 3. Connecticut's. No New Jersey out of that particular one, but I got the New Jersey very close, maybe a mile away, and just it's a random spot. Just like, oh, what's this? It was, But I think we got 10 reals out of there. I got a cob,
Wow.
Spanish 1691 cob, silver knee buckles, knife, old forks, knives, from that period. The funny thing is, it stops around 1808 and it's done. Nothing else came out of there. Older or younger, I should say, younger.
Right. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
And
was a
you said it's a field.
No, it was this guy's yard.
Oh,
I always looked at this place driving by because I would commute back and forth, and I noticed that somebody was doing some work on this property. It was an older house, but they had a beautiful wall and a gate around the front of it. And you always, of course, you know what it is. You're driving down the road and you're like, driving off the road because you're looking at rock walls or whatever,
Yeah.
So I saw them there doing some work, just stopped in there and asked permission, talked to the, I said, who's the owner? And I'm good friends with him now. I've been going there for quite a while. And I gave him a lot of the stuff we dug out of there. So he was very happy. And, he knows about the history.
That's cool.
But I think the rest of the stuff is deep now. The cellar hole was covered up. And I think a lot of the stuff is deep. So he wanted to get an actual dig in there, to do a archaeology, excavation. So hopefully he does it because, obviously I'll be part of it and everything. So it'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, no, that would be really
That'd
cool.
be so cool.
Yeah. I just stumbled across it. I have a friend that's been digging for 30 plus years. He's not the guy that, complain about my finds, but he's local. He knows everything around this area, and he's been searching for this place. It was a meeting house, and he thought it was farther down the hill, whatever, and it turns out it was right there, and it was incredible. I mean, incredible. I of course
awesome.
Brought him there before, and so at least he got some glory out of it.
Yeah, right. Dang, that's really cool though.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's fun finding that little piece of history that you wouldn't know unless you knocked on the door and asked and talked about. You can speculate from maps and all that, but
You just
it's
don't
pretty
know.
neat. Yeah. Even some of the most unassuming spots.
Yeah, I mean, we door knocked a place this weekend, and it's a nice home. You could tell it's a little older, but we had no idea it was 17th. What was he saying? 1740 to 1760, somewhere right around there, and it was a carriage house.
Yeah.
So, and I look at maps like religiously over there, and I never noticed this. And we drove by, and we were lucky enough that he was outside, and we started walking up, and I was like, "Screw it, I'll knock it." And then he actually approached us as we were walking up to the front door, and it turned out like perfect for us. And he said, "Yeah, he's all about it." And we ended up finding some pretty good stuff this weekend. So
Definitely.
Nice.
Listen, when you get a cat bus dime, Mike, it's always a good weekend. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We seem to be magnets to those things.
Yeah. It was a good day for sure.
Joe's found one. Mike's found one. I've found a few.
Yeah.
So this is look. We got these from Ezra, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I got mine too.
Nice.
Thanks, Ezra.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Wait a year?
Huh?
He didn't make you wait a year?
No. So but he doesn't know how to build the anticipation. You know what I mean? So, suspense. Thanks, Ezra, buddy. Hope you're doing well.
Appreciate it.
What else is going on? I saw a couple. Liz is in here. What's up, Liz?
Hey.
Hi. Hope you're doing doing well up there in Canada. Anybody else hop in here while we were chatting?
Popped in.
Ray was in here. I saw that.
Yeah, Ray was in.
Hey, Ray. Metal Detecting 207. We didn't say hello to you.
Oh.
Hello.
So I have to log in to see the chat, right?
Yeah, you have to be on the actual YouTube channel itself. Actually, you have comments on the right-hand side, so you can see
Yeah, if
comments.
you go in the comments, you can go.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit delayed compared to
Yeah.
the actual chat, but not too bad.
Hey, if anybody in chat's got any questions for him,
Yeah.
Throw it up.
Tag us, and we'll get it there.
Please ask.
All right, Joel, are you from Hungary or were you born here?
I was born in Hungary.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Yep. We came here in let's say a long time ago. Yeah, we actually have a pretty interesting story with that. I mean, if you're interested in hearing,
Yeah,
a little
absolutely,
bit about
please.
it. We, obviously we lived in Soviet Hungary at the time,
Yeah.
the Soviet bloc country. And, my parents wanted a better life, and we had to kind of leave on the down low without anybody knowing. Because if anybody knew, it's quite a possibility that, we wake up in the morning and my dad would be somewhere else, gone. So we left and we went to Austria and claimed amnesty, and we lived in a naturalization camp for about 6 or 8 months, I think, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
And then we ended up coming to New York in 1972 October. Yeah, so, and because my dad had a friend here, so it was a connection. They let him, come out, and the story goes on.
Wow. That's amazing.
Story.
Well, that's incredible.
Wild. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But all my family's there and still there. My only one left here is my mom, and everybody's still in Hungary. So I have very good connections back home.
That's
awesome.
good connections to have, especially in the metal detecting world.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Now, do any of your family members have like property that you could metal detect?
Yeah. I mean, there's places I can get permission to do. I have cousins that do a lot of hunting.
Yeah.
And they have these game preserves and things, and I'm sure I could hit those on the off season, because they own the rights to it, and I don't think anyone's going to say anything anyways. But and and I would like to get hooked up with the the museums and do some legitimate, obviously constructive stuff with them and do some archaeology. That'd be great. I would love.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you see the question down there? You're in Connecticut now, yeah?
Yeah. What detectors do I use? So I'm in Connecticut, and I have an XP Deus, I have a Knox 800, and I also have a Fisher F19. I haven't used it too much. I've been playing around with it a little bit, but I haven't had much time to use that.
That's a good arsenal to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a
Wow, Zarf's metal detecting's in the house. What's up, Leon?
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
So are you primarily swinging the Deus?
Lately I've been swinging the Knox a little bit more. In the same places I've been with the Deus, just to get another take on the situation, a take on the land. That's just saying. And it's been paying off. But I do love the Deus because of the feedback I get, and I can really listen to it. I think, people are gonna, probably badmouth me and be pissed off, but I think the Knox discriminates a little bit too much at times. Not always. At times, sometimes it's great because you're not getting all the garbage.
No, but case in point, I think what was it, the 2.0 that was questionably masking silver if you discriminate? Yeah. It's a reality. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one, Mark. Have you ever considered a pulse induction machine for the deeper stuff?
Oh yeah, I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I would love to do that, especially that permission that I had. Yeah, or I have still. Go back and hit it. We hit it with a CTX 3030 and had pretty good luck. My friend that I brought there, he actually found half real with it.
Oh, wow.
So that I probably went over a few times. He just had to hit it the right way, The funny thing is, I was telling Joe about this. He asked me, he goes, check this. He was asking me to check his signals. So I went over and I said, half real. I'm like, dig it. Half real.
That's funny.
He goes, how did you do that? I'm like, how many have I dug here?
Yeah. You knew exactly what it was. That's crazy.
So which machine do you prefer? So which machine do you prefer, the Knox or the Deus?
I like both. I do like I was saying, they have their place. If it's very clean, a very clean area, I think I would rather swing the Deus. If it's super, super trashy, I throw the 6-inch coil on the Knox and just just pick through it, like with a fine tooth comb.
Yeah.
I think that's how you're really going to get through all that garbage. Those foundations I was speaking about before across from my mom's are littered with iron. I mean, tons of iron, obviously from the house going down and burning, and I think being spread out. So you really need to pick through it. There's still things there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Now, when you do hit fields, right, here and there?
Here and there, yeah.
Is that a Deus thing? I know for us, I mean, with the 15-inch coil and the Knox, cover a lot of territory there.
Exactly. I did have the 15-inch coil for my Knox too, and I just didn't have enough use for it, and I sold it to a friend of mine. And so he wanted it, and like, okay, you could have it.
You got a buyer, right?
Yeah. I do more woods, and I'm considering that Coil Tech coil. I don't know if you guys have any background on those. The elliptical one for the Knox to pick through some of the the woods where you have a lot of brush and trees and whatnot.
I haven't seen it yet, actually.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't seen any like proof of pudding.
Do they also make that giant one?
What I hear so far, that's not so great.
That's on the giant one, right? That's the big one that you're talking about. This is the. Let me pull this one up. I think. Oh, that's the gold stalker. Never mind. That's not the one we're looking for.
Or I'll just get the HF elliptical for the Deus. One or the other. I have the round. I use the round now, the white coil.
Oh, that's neat. Actually, I wouldn't mind trying something.
The FH coil.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me share.
It works good. I like it.
Yeah, a lot of people have been having good success with that coil.
Oh yeah.
Is this the one we're talking about? The
that's it.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Nice and narrow, but long. Yeah.
Exactly. So you can pick through the bushes.
That's kind of like what the AT Pro, the smaller coil, the 8-inch coil, kind of looks like that shape too.
Yes.
Not, I mean, it's a little more squared off.
Yeah, I know what you mean though, but it has that profile.
Yeah. Now this one was the one that they said was really chatty.
Yeah.
But it's huge. Like that's
big.
That's 15-inch. That's 15-inch too. But I saw it on someone else's
it looks big
machine. I was like, what the hell?
Because I think
like this big.
Yeah, because the Knox, it's taller in the 15-inch regard, but that one seems to be 15 inches all the way
round.
Exactly. Keeps its slim shape and agile profile.
Rolex is your white whale. Got a question?
Bobby's asking us this question.
Are you asking us, Bobby? I think they're asking you, Joel. What's your white whale?
Yeah. White whale? Peace dollar.
Really?
Yeah. I just wanted to find that huge silver.
Yeah. Have you found it? So no dollar at all, no Morgan, no piece, no nothing?
Half dollars.
Okay.
No dollars, yeah.
Which is also pretty damn fun to find.
Oh, yeah.
So,
those are big honkers too, just like massive silver.
Yeah. Or of course, the gold.
Right.
We all want that.
I got to ask you about this. Let's see. So you're also not just a metal detectorist, but you are also you race bikes.
I've raced motorcycles since I was since like 77.
Really?
Yeah, I just that's pretty much what I did. I raced motocross pretty much my whole life. I did road racing, supermoto, which is kind of dirt bikes with slicks and big brakes. Yeah. We'd ride asphalt in the dirt section. So I've been doing that most of my life. That was really my life before metal detecting.
That's awesome.
Now we have a couple guys that ride bikes, but like distance rides. Like they'll go out and ride.
Oh yeah,
those endurance rides.
Yep.
Wayne's a guy. He's all about the moto life.
Yeah.
BMX and
he's
that's where my blood is really. I mean, that's what I've done my whole life. So it's I watch all the races still, and most of my friends are ex-racers, and
you could be the first channel to metal detect on a dirt bike. Really set yourself apart.
The funny thing is, I metal detected the Southwick track in Massachusetts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the national track. I mean, I raced there myself.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend and I, Lisa, went out, and I know the owner and stuff, and it's like, yeah, knock yourself out. I'm like, hey, who knows? We dug ton of clad, parts of levers, bikes, boots, parts of boots, and all kinds of metal stuff. It was fun. It was fun.
Do you have a favorite find right now?
Favorite find? Oh, yeah, probably my Civil War buckle that we dug. It's almost 2 years ago now. My good friend Willie Beeman. I don't know if you guys know him. Do you know? I don't know if you know.
I don't know. Yeah.
He's got a page too. We work together, and I'll put a post up with our page there.
Yeah.
We ended up with this property up in northern Connecticut here, and we ended up, it was supposed to be an old school from 1850s or something like that, and I guess it turned into an inn that burnt down. So we figured we're going to put garbage, maybe some silver. And we went out to the backyard. We ended up digging 4 Civil War belt buckles.
Yeah, check this out.
On the same day. So he's actually, if any of you guys have the Andy's book on Find That book.
Yeah.
If you ever see the finds in there with the Civil War buckles from Willie Beeman, that's us.
What is this?
Yeah. That? I don't remember. I don't remember.
That's so cool, though. Look at all that. Oh, man.
Yeah, that was mine.
That's awesome. 4 in one day through
4 in one day.
two people. That's
Were
incredible.
they quickly found?
I was excited about one, never mind 4. Wow.
Yeah.
So I guess they were camped out and back, and I'm sure the top brass were inside the inn, sleeping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they're probably changing out equipment. Who knows?
Yeah, no telling the story behiin those things.
No, it's very cool though.
Lose, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know, yeah.
for 4 of them, and then they're in the, I guess you just step over it like it's trash. I don't know.
Pretty much, and they were deep too, deep
Right.
in nasty mud.
Yeah.
So it was gnarly.
Did they get found in rapid succession, or was it like you found one?
It was over like maybe a 2.5 hour period, 3
That's
hour
awesome.
period. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Even something like this where it's like you just find, even modern, where you find this many coins in the same hole, you're like,
I have to give up.
Yeah. You're like, what the heck? Were you just carrying around a bag of pennies and dropped it and said, screw it?
I think one of the kids stole like the change bin from the baseball field and just dumped it.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's hilarious. I see a class ring in here too.
Yep, that was found locally here in a park, and I've been trying to return this for 2 years now, and I was in touch with the alumni manager, but the inscription is so vague on the inside that she couldn't even tell me who it was or who could be.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the gentleman has probably passed by now. He's got to be in his mid 80s.
Yeah.
So it's quite possible, and I still have it.
It'd be cool to even get it to the relatives or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Sometimes, because you know what happens. You give it to them and somebody goes and pawns it the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not a good.
Which is
feeling.
crazy to think that you could do that with one of your family members.
Well, the biggest arguments and fights come from family sometimes over estates. That's the way it goes.
It's a good point. Sure.
Yeah. So you said your family hunts. Did you hunt too, as well?
I didn't really hunt. I
Yeah.
fished a lot when I was young.
I feel like. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I just feel like most of metal detectors have some sort of like outdoor hobby, whether it's motorcycling or hunting or fishing or whatever. Maybe we just like being outdoors.
I just love the woods. And going out and doing something. I mean, I pretty much did it every day of my life when I was a kid. And going to the races to me was the same thing. You're out doing something, and being active and being, I don't know.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Enjoying the outdoors in general.
Let's see here. I saw a couple more. Someone did ask earlier about do you bring toilet paper?
Yeah.
We never brought toilet paper on a hunt. Never.
I do now.
I do it.
Yeah.
All it takes is one mishap, and you're bringing it for the rest of your life, right?
I always have a roll in the car, but
Yes.
but most of the time it's just for the girls.
Yeah.
You never know when you're gonna have to
Yeah.
pull over on the side of the road, you know.
I just get too excited to eat for the first,
Yeah.
3 days before a hunt.
Yeah.
Good to go. I'm ready to rock for days on end.
Some of these places we go to, we have quite a hike. So I'm like, better safe than sorry.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh yeah. That's true. Yeah. For some of you guys to do the cellar holes in the woods,
Yeah.
you got to get back in there, huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I go out with a friend of mine, Gene, and sometimes I don't know where he's taking me. He shows me. I'm like, where are we going? It's been 2 hours already. Well, it's over here. I'm like,
Don't worry, almost there.
It's over there.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh man. Now
It's
do you?
those 10-mile hikes.
Yeah. You know what? I'll let you have that permission.
Yeah, got me out of that one too.
That's when you gotta have ATVs, man, and ride
Right.
it.
That would be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
The
You do.
gear or
I'm
whatever
assuming
they
you do a lot of research up there in that area too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you? I mean, is it libraries, internet, maps? What
Little bit
go
of
to?
everything. I'm lucky. Like I said, my friend Gene has a lot of local knowledge, so he tends to pass it over to me, which is very generous of him. He say, "Hey, check this place out," or "Check that place out." Look at it in LiDAR and see what's there. And he said, "Go check it out," or whatever. So that's nice support. And then back by me, like I said, by my mom's and stuff. I know the area, and I do constantly scan it with LiDAR and see what I can find. And just such a large area, so there's always something to hit.
Oh yeah.
Well, my problem is I'm still having trouble finding the old maps that I can really use. There isn't enough of them for the area. Yeah.
I guess at the end of the day, it's a lot of walking to figure out the maps and then checking accuracy, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Try and only do it once and hope for copies.
Do you have like a strategy? Like it's a little easier in a field to like grid.
Yeah.
But like in the trees, I find myself like just going where you can, I don't have any math to it or any kind of strategy. It's just like you just got to go where you're actually allowed to walk at that point.
I don't know if they're deer trails or they're my trails. I'm sure I've walked over the same places a million times.
Have you had any bad experiences with asking for permission?
No, I haven't been much of a door knocker over my time. Like I said, I haven't been digging that long.
Yeah.
There's this home down very close here that I drive by all the time, and very close to that permission we were speaking about earlier. And she was having a tag sale, so I'm like, perfect. I'll stop in and talk to her. It's an older home. I believe it was originally built in 1750 or 60. I'm sure added on, but it's you could see that it's old. Yeah. So I stopped to talk to her. Of course, that was an hour chatting with this older lady, and I had to buy something. And I bought this like 1990 Garrett pinpointer from her for $3. I guess her ex-husband or widowed husband or whatever used to detect a little bit. So, and I gave her my card, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'll call you." I'm like, "No, you won't."
Yeah.
So, but I saw her, so I'm gonna stop back.
Might as well.
Yeah. Bad experiences with not really as far as asking permission. I have had SWAT called on me before, though. So this was last year, and I was across the street from my mom's, literally like in the backyard of my neighbors across the street.
Yeah.
And I'm out there detecting. This was fall or winter, so there's no leaves on the trees. Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm wearing camo, and I'm carrying stuff, like my assault detector, my assault shovel. Somebody saw me, I don't know, driving by, or one of the neighbors They called SWAT. They called the police saying some guy with an assault gun is walking around in the backyards in the woods.
Oh no!
I'm coming out of the woods it's getting dark. Coming out of the woods, and I got two cops standing there. One with a machine gun, and one with like a assault shotgun, pointing it at me and saying, put down your weapons. I'm like, what? My shovel?
These right here.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm metal detecting. What do you think I'm doing? Well, somebody called and said, well, I'm like, so they 6 police cars, the whole team was there. I said, I live across the street right there. And my neighbor across the street from my mom's is a Meriden cop, in Connecticut.
Yeah.
And he's yelling out the window to the guys going, you guys got nothing better to do? Just all his co-workers. So they bring me over, you have any weapons? I'm like, no. I have a shovel and metal detector. So it was just ridiculous. Some paranoid, person. And I'm sure it's happened to a lot of people, one way or another, that they call the cops because, you walked into somebody's door or whatever the case was.
Yeah.
Probably a Karen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Karens.
Yep.
It's always a Karen, not the guns, Trey. These you got a ticket to this gun show, baby? I got
22s.
Yeah, BB guns. Oh man,
it was too funny though.
Yeah, I mean, what a way to end your hunt, huh?
No, they said don't worry about it. He goes, you didn't do anything wrong. He goes, people are crazy. He goes, it's better this way than the alternative. I'm like, yeah, what? Wasn't I going to throw my shovel at you? No, they put in the record. It says somebody calls with somebody in the woods. It's me. And
right, exactly. Just set precedent that way they don't bother you anywhere. And then
the funny thing is, I know almost everybody in that street there, but I swear somebody new or driving by must have.
Yeah,
whatever. What are you going to do? Forget about it.
Right.
Oh, the Oklahoma Red Dirt Shootout. I know Charlie was going,
Paul
but
right?
Yeah.
Charlie going.
But I don't think anybody here is going.
Well,
Kay, are you going, Kay?
That's a little too far for me.
Yeah.
Right now.
Are you thinking Digstock? Did you think about going to Digstock?
I did. Yeah, I'm still thinking.
Oh man.
We talked about that on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. It should be fun.
I think it'll be a good time.
There are gonna be a lot of people up there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So
good and bad, right?
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, but it'll be. I think they're gonna put together a really good event across the board, and the community will be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, Quarter Hoarder is going to the Red Dirt Shootout too. Yeah, that's
pretty neat. It's like a couple seated hunts, right, or something like that.
Uh-huh.
I think there's 6-seated hunts or 9-seated hunts, something like that.
Oh dang!
Yeah, I talked to Charlie last night on the phone actually.
Yeah. I mean, listen. At least you're likely to get on some stuff out there, right?
Yeah.
Seated, yeah.
You're gonna find something.
Flight to Oklahoma. You better find some silver.
Oh, I didn't know you're so close, Kay. 3.5 hours from her. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
Do you got, where are you at, Kay?
Ohio?
I'm not sure.
I just assume everyone's from New Jersey until they say they're not.
Yeah, I know. Or somewhere on the East Coast, close to us.
Kay, I think it's
Kansas?
Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Oklahoma's the only thing I have.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, northeast corner of Texas. Nice. Yeah, that's not far. Make the drive, Kay. See some of these guys.
That's not bad at all.
As
long as you're in the corner of Texas and not in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a big boy state right
I've
there.
never been to Oklahoma.
I was born there, so.
Yeah. Oklahoma or Texas?
Oklahoma.
I lived in Texas a couple times.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Texas is nice.
Yeah.
I like Texas. Yeah. There's a lot of metal detectors down there, too. Surprisingly, there's, you don't think about it. There's some good history down there.
A lot of Spanish influence. So.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and with Garrett headquarters down there, you have to assume there's a big enough business, right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
And they get beach detecting as well.
They're
down
like
by
Garland
South
or something
Padre
like that,
Island,
right?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Garland? Yeah.
I believe
Yeah.
so.
What's up, River Six?
Hello,
Hey.
Tommy. What's going on? Lots of family in Texas. Yeah, I've got a lot of family in Oklahoma. I could have made the trip down maybe, but East Texas is nice. West Texas is a pukey face.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been anywhere over there. Just Austin and Dallas, basically, are the two things.
I lived in San Antonio.
Yeah, I went to San
Yeah.
Antonio a long time ago, but
San Antonio is nice.
yeah.
It's just a rude awakening when you're driving there. It's like, oh, I finally made the Texas border. And 9 hours later, he makes
7 hours.
I guess I did go to South Padre once
Yeah.
and ended up sleeping on the beach there. So
That'll do it.
yeah.
That'll do it.
Oh, that's funny.
Right.
Do you ever do any of those hunts, Joel? Like the bigger ones? Like, did you do bone or anything like that?
Yeah, I did. What did I do? The one in Chazy, New York.
Okay.
Pound the
Which one
ground.
was that?
Yeah,
Pound
pound
the
the
ground,
ground.
Pound of Ground. That's right. I just couldn't think of it. Yeah, I did that a couple years ago, though. It was fun. It was fun. Didn't get much. I think I got like an 1812, military button. That was about it.
It's pretty cool.
I think there was some inside information going on up there.
Maybe.
Know somebody to know
Three people
somebody.
all over the place, and like that's not part of the map, It's-
Right.
Well,
I think
is it the same place? Dig Stock's
think-
the same place?
Except that there's like a couple hundred more acres or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're
I believe-
doing seeded. They're doing a seeded hunt now too.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. All right. See you later.
Peace. So, Joel, as a foodie myself, what Hungarian dish would you recommend? What's your favorite Hungarian dish? Something that you might not have heard of, right? I assume it's got like paprika in it.
That's pretty much granted right there.
Yeah.
There's so many that I like and I
Oh, I'm
remember growing up with. Man, there's something called rukut krumpet, okay, which is potato. It's almost like a potato casserole.
Mm.
So usually made in a big pan, and you have layers of potato, kolbas, which is compare it to pepperoni but better.
Yeah.
Kolba.
Wow.
It's not like the Polish kielbasa. It's
Right.
It's a smoked. It looks like pepperoni, but it's a little bit different. So you have layers of that,
Uh-huh.
layers of sliced boiled eggs.
Ooh.
Well, hard boiled eggs.
Yeah.
There's a cheese in there,
Ooh.
and there is bacon, and then this is layer and layer and layer, and then you bake it.
Dang,
And-
that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it takes forever to make, but it's
I can imagine. Yeah, it's a process, right?
yeah. I mean, there's just a lot of them. I mean, they make good stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I like the traditional, like the old school stuff. A lot of people won't eat that, but
Mm.
I grew up on it.
Right, exactly. It's
we eat
it's
vegetables at breakfast, so
yeah.
True.
meat, bread, vegetables, and
A winning combination. I mean, you had me at potatoes, so that's the Irish in me there, No,
Yeah,
that's really
true.
cool.
Yeah, we can't have any stream without having food. That's for sure.
no, you gotta.
One thing we haven't talked about, Joel, is your actual channel. How long have you been doing your YouTube channel for?
I don't know. I think it might be 2 years now, but
Yeah.
I really haven't put a lot of effort into it.
Mhm.
I just, I tried in the beginning and I did a couple little videos, me babbling around. And I did one, maybe a year ago or so. It's just by the time I get time to go out, I just want to go out.
You're ready to dig, huh?
That's it, and put the effort. I know it takes tremendous effort to get a decent video done and actually dig something. It's not something I have really developed yet. I mean, I have the GoPro, I have all the stuff, and it's just I haven't really put a lot of effort into it. A lot of the stuff I just post up is from stuff from being in Hungary or some race videos I had, things like that. So it's really a kind of variety show. But
Yeah.
eventually I will strap on the GoPro and do something with it.
Something where you're actually finding some stuff out, metal detecting.
That's just it. The
Yeah.
last one was just me babbling, walking through the woods.
Hey, some people will like that.
As long as you're amusing, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've seen a lot of videos where nothing actually came out of the
Nothing
ground, but
happens.
I watched the entire thing for some reason. Oh gosh.
You guys ever watch the? I think he's German. I think Metal Detecting 24.
Mm-mm.
He swings the dais but doesn't talk at all.
Oh, actually, yes. My dad actually loves that channel.
He's so brutal. He's just throwing his tools down and stuff. No, but he's cool. I mean, he finds some decent stuff, and it's just interesting. He digs with a pick, so he just throws it down, throws the pinpointer.
Nancy says because I dropped my phone too many times. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
My poor phone has seen the worst of it. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, mine's got more cracks than something. I'm not gonna finish that.
Oh,
I love his videos.
Yeah, now if he'd stop breaking his bones. Did he break his
Yeah, he was
bones?
in a cast last time.
Oh God.
Dang. Imagine just getting just a clump of dirt down a cast or something. How annoying that would be.
Oh man, that'd be horrible.
I've been there.
Yeah. Oh.
I
Mark.
raced with a cast on.
Oh God. I was not referring to you, Mark. Don't worry. Oh gosh. Let's see.
I just realized he's wrote that.
Yeah, that's so funny. Let's see. What else, guys? Shoot some questions for them.
Right. Let us know.
What happened to? Let's see here. Do you have like a favorite coin variety or anything like that you like finding, Joel?
Yeah, round.
Don't find the square ones, okay?
Well, you got octagon sometimes, right? Or something.
Yeah, that's true.
No, really not. I mean, anything interesting. It's all good. It's all good.
Is this? I'm gonna share this screen. Is this all from that one permission? Hold on.
Yes.
Oh,
And
wow.
there was more. Yeah.
That's
Dang.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's a day.
That two real is gorgeous. I mean, the condition.
Oh, this here, yeah.
Yeah. The other side is better, as good or better. 1776 too.
That's awesome.
I love that. Yeah, I love finding coins that are that year. I don't know if I've ever, or at least seen them come out of the ground. I don't know if I've ever found a 76 actual coin. 77. My 2 real is 77.
Just shows how lucky I was to find that permission.
Oh my
That's
gosh, I know.
insane, man. That's crazy.
Oh, you put this chain through?
The hole was there, and I wear it around my neck now.
That's cool.
That's
Oh, you have it on
sweet.
now?
I have it on now.
Oh, that's
awesome.
I don't know if you can see it. There you go. It's in my hand.
My rails hold. I should put it on a necklace.
Yeah, that's
cool.
like a good
Yeah,
idea.
it was already holed, so I mean, otherwise I wouldn't have drilled the hole in it. So.
I just realized I shared my screen of me sharing my screen. So I just thought of a new name for Joe instead of De Niro. Jarhead Joe. Isn't that what you wanted to put your name as, like at the
Yeah.
beginning,
That's what it
Joe?
was originally, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jarhead Digger or something like that, right?
Yeah, Jarhead
Yeah, I
Digger.
remember that.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, okay, you'll find 1800s. Yeah, that was a nice haul. That's crazy. Some days like that are just like mind blowing.
That was in the middle of a monsoon.
Really?
At the property there. I mean, I was in a rain suit. It was just like a hurricane. And I said, I'm going digging. I don't care. And, they're working on the inside of the house. I'm out there in the mud. And that day, I got the 2 real, the Cobb, I think a King George II, I forgot what year it was exactly, and a silver knee buckle all in the same day in the middle of a monsoon.
That makes it every second worth of it.
It was gratifying.
I mean, shoot. Oh.
Did you put the 6-inch coil on? You said you put the 6-inch coil on.
Not
For the
that day.
knobs?
Not that
Yeah.
day. I think I had the standard coil on.
Mm.
Do you? But you use the 6-inch.
I do use it, yeah, depending on where I'm going. Obviously.
Do you feel like you lose depth?
I don't think that much. I think honestly, I mean, if you have the big coil on, you're whacking all this iron at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't matter how deep you're going, you're never going to hear the good target. So I mean, if you lose a couple inches and you pinpoint that, whatever you're looking for, the good target, you're ahead of the game. So I mean, it's a trade-off a little bit. I don't think that much, really.
And I mean, it's going to find a
Yeah.
big copper or a decent chunk of silver in there.
Right,
At the end of the day, it will hear that 6-inch coil will get there.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's underrated, honestly. I mean, we just have the necessity to swing a bigger coil for most of the times out there, or at minimum, usually just the stock 11-inch. But
Right.
the how light that machine is with the carbon fiber shaft on there and the 6-inch coil, it's like nothing's there.
Yeah.
It's super versatile. But you do have to go slow.
24. That's all he uses, and he kills it with the 6-inch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I personally have the patience to do it 100%.
I know. You're only covering this much
I
space.
know. The what if in the back of my head would be eating me up. And listen, I've used it plenty of times, and I truly do like it. But to be a 100% 6-inch coil guy, I'd have to be in the woods every single day or consistently in corn stalks. It's amazing in the corn stalks too.
Yeah, and you gotta shorten your steps.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
So you gotta
Or truly
like,
lengthen your rod itself, so it's deep out there.
Joe, you were telling me about your friend. I forgot what his name was. That
Alley man, that's what I was just saying. The guy you told me,
Mike.
he does amazing with it.
Yeah.
he just hammers the spot, with the 6-inch and
Gold ring, gold ring, gold ring, gold ring, gold ring. Hey, gold ring.
Dang.
Drives me nuts.
Must be nice.
Right.
One day. Have you found gold yet, Jolt?
coin.
Yeah.
No.
Or anything gold. Anything
Oh
gold.
yeah, I mean tons of rings.
I
and-
guess that class ring was gold,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was pretty chunky gold. Yeah, I found
Yeah,
quite
dude,
a
that's
few gold
huge.
rings. No coins yet, obviously, but yeah, I found plenty of gold rings over the time. Yeah, good share.
That's awesome.
Silver, a lot of silver rings and
Mhm.
all kinds of stuff.
I find weird rings. I find trash rings a lot.
Yeah, that's that happens.
Yeah, that's true. The big coil and the small coil, the weight difference is
Yeah.
like
Massive.
ridiculous. Yeah, but you can't get arms like this, baby. By swinging that little 6-inch, you know what I'm saying? So, no, actually, I've been using the 15-inch, or I mean the 11-inch a lot.
It is a phenomenal coil to come out of the box and just rock
Yeah.
with it.
Very
It
versatile.
really is.
It's
Yeah.
good all around coil. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too big, not too small, and I feel like it goes pretty deep. So,
I
Definitely.
think it's got some really good depth. Really
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
anything else before we hit the hay for the night? Don't laugh. Oh yeah, Ezra said put those things away.
Need a
They're about the
license
size
plate.
of toothpicks, Ezra. Don't worry. Kay said I'll buy the I'll ever buy the 15-inch coil. I love it. But
Yeah. If you don't have a need to hunt fields with it, then there's,
Yeah.
there really isn't as much of a need, or just massive sprawling lawns or something,
they're more like noodles.
Like
Paul.
cleaners. Yeah.
More like noodle. Good night. See you later. Anybody else? Yeah, good on big fields, that's for sure. Bobby's right. Yeah, I've seen him breaking out before.
You'll cover some space, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best part
Yeah.
about
It really gets a job done there.
it. Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's it. I don't think we
Yeah.
got any other questions. You guys
Cleaned
got
up the
anything,
house.
Joe? Eric?
I spent time with him on Saturday. I got nothing to ask him.
You picked my brain the other day.
Yeah. Just couldn't pronounce the name. That was it.
Yeah,
Not the brain, not the name. That's all.
It's so funny because I said to my wife, I'm like, I'm going out with this guy, and I don't know his first name. She's like, I'm like, no, what the hell would I ask?
Oh God, that's funny. All right. Well,
Well, they
cool.
call me Joe half the time, so.
If you say it fast enough, you can kind of like slur your way into it.
Yeah,
We had a
yeah.
good time. We had a good time. It's all
Yeah.
right.
Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. All right, guys. Well, until next
Yeah.
week. See ya. Oh, Aggie.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey,
So,
hey.
Hi, Aggie.
Perfect. All right, guys.
Guys,
Have a good
thank you
night.
for inviting me.
Thank
Thank you,
Joel. That
Joel,
was
for being
awesome.
on, man.
Hey, hang around, man. Don't sign off yet. Hang out.
Okay.
I've,
Good night, everybody.
I've seen better arms
Take
on a
care.
slot machine. Good way to end it. Bye, guys. See ya.